everyone, and welcome. My name is Mark Jackson, and I will be hosting this webinar. I am super excited. Just a little background on myself before we get started. I am a graduate of Purdue University. I played 9 years in the National Football League, where I helped the Denver Broncos to win 3 AFC championships in 7 years. I have 20 plus years of experience in building networks. I've been a six-figure earner in multiple companies in the network marketing industry, and I'm here to develop a few people who will assist me in growing the Anasa brand. Because of my background and experience, I am a firm believer in teamwork makes the dream work. I hope you are too. So you were either invited to this live webinar or someone cared enough about you to send you the recording. Either way, welcome. The information that I'll be sharing with you this afternoon is for example and training purposes only. I don't represent or guarantee that any amount of money will be made by enrolling in Anasa, and your results may vary from the illustrations and will depend, of course, on your own efforts and skill set. Now that I've done with that incredible disclaimer, I want people to understand that this is just information. You do with it what you will. Some people say that knowledge is power. I disagree. I believe knowledge is only power when combined with action. That's why I'm Action Jackson, right? So with that said, I'd like you to know from my heart to your heart that anybody can. This information I'm about to give you, anybody can. Whether you will or not, that's the question. If you're not who you want to be, let me suggest that it's simply because you don't have enough reasons. Why? Reasons come first, the answers come second. And when we become dissatisfied enough, I found that when we become fed up enough, that's when we begin to change. That's when change can happen. So I'm looking for some fed up, dissatisfied people that want to change the world with me. So let's get started. Here's our first slide. When we look at this illustration, there's a little circle, the black circle in the middle there. It's our income circle. We tend to live there. Everything that we do, say, be, who we are, happens in that little income circle. There are a few people that tend to venture outside of that circle a bit through credit cards and other leveraged debt. I do not suggest that. That's very dangerous, and it's something that will lead to destruction. What I'm here to do is show you how to get to that bigger circle, that outside circle, the red circle. It's called your dream circle. And it's for a reason. Just by definition, our dream circle tends to be bigger than our income circle, right? We always want more than we can afford. That's just the way it is. So I like to have people dream when they look at a business opportunity, because you're going from being an employee where dreams are pretty much irrelevant because people don't care about your dreams. You're building someone else's dreams, to a place where as an entrepreneur, you can actually begin to build your own dreams. And if money were no issue, if you had all the money in the world, where would you live? What exotic places would you visit? What would you drive? Who would you start would you start a new dream business, maybe a nonprofit, maybe giving back that way? Who would you help that you know that may be struggling financially? People who are living their dreams, people that have time freedom as well as financial freedom, they somehow manage to grow their income, that income circle, to exceed that dream circle through leverage. And let me tell you for a fact, there's only two ways that you can leverage, and that's through people or through money. Unfortunately, most people don't have any dreams anymore. They stop dreaming. The reason why? It's just too painful to want something they feel that they can never have. So what we tend to do is we tend to justify. We tend to shrink our dreams to match our income. In other words, if we didn't shrink these dreams, these travel dreams, these car dreams, these big idea and businesses dreams, taking care of my parents' dreams, traveling the world dreams, we shrink those down, because if we don't, we get really frustrated. We get angry. So instead of driving the car of our dreams, we drive the car we can afford. Instead of our kids going to the college of their choice, we're coaching our kids up to be great athletes, right? Or we're looking for in-state schools with lots and lots of assistance. So instead of spending quality time with our family, well, we're off to work because we have to pay the bills. Vacations are short breaks from the grind instead of breathtaking views from other parts of the planet for weeks at a time. So what would you do if you had more time, incredible health, and more money? What have you always dreamed of being and doing? What would you give to your family, to your community, or to the world for that instance? Have you given up on making an impact, right? Rather than shrinking your dreams to match your income, we're going to show you a way that you can create a passive income stream that will allow you to leverage your time and improve your quality of life. So what's a passive income stream? Well, that's income that's made long after the initial work is done. That's income that continues to come week after week, month after month, quarter after quarter, and it doesn't require your efforts or your personal attention. So when your passive income exceeds your monthly expenses, that's when we can say we're truly financially free. So let's look at how this works. There's a simple question that we ask people. If I can show you how you can add $600 to your monthly cash flow in just 4 months, would you commit $228 to get started with me right now today? All I ask in return is once I teach you how to grow this monthly income, you would be willing to pay it forward and teach a few others how to generate $600 a month. Fair enough? Well, if your answer is yes, then welcome to the Dream Team. If you don't feel like you can actually afford it, I want to tell you something. The $228, there's an ironclad money back guarantee. It's totally refundable. If you're unsure and you're afraid, that's okay. This guarantee is going to totally eliminate that fear. You have nothing to lose and a more vibrant life to gain. All I ask in return is once I teach you how to do this, I want you to help me to help other people. And it's pretty simple. So if your answer is yes and yes, stick with us and you'll find a great value in the information that I'm about to share with you. Buy one, teach two. That is our motto and our simple instruction to start you on the road to financial freedom. Here's how it works. Whenever we start in the business, we're going to call that month zero. It could be the 5th day of the month, the 15th day of the month, the 28th day of the month, the 2nd day of the month. That's a month zero. It's your first month in the business. And your goal is to sponsor 2 ambassadors with the assistance of your support circle. So what's a support circle? Easy for you to say, right? A support circle is a group of people. We've put together at least 5 people that have agreed to invest their personal time and resources into you and developing your business. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a hot list of 18 people, and we're simply going to ask the magic question. If I can show you how to add $600 to your monthly cash flow in the next 4 full months, would you commit $228 to get started with me right now today? All I ask in return is once I teach you how to grow this monthly income, you'll be willing to pay it forward and teach a few others how to generate $600 a month with our proven plan. You know, in the illustration, you've created a hot list, and basically we're going to talk to 18 people. We're going to ask that magic question to 18 people, and Lynn and Ray are going to say yes. I call Lynn and Ray our best too easy. Everybody has a best too easy. If you've been on this planet more than 5 years, even at 5-year-olds have best friends, right? So your best too easy are people that you know, people that you trust, people that you would like to work with. And you know what? They know you, they trust you, and they like to work with you. These are people that, you know, will move forward before all the questions are answered. They're confident and they're ready to make change. They're not waiting for change to happen to them. So in this illustration, Lynn is going to head up your left team and Ray is going to head up your right teams. Let me show you how it works. So here we are in month 1. We have Lynn on the left team, Ray on the right team. What are they going to do? Well, they're going to do the same thing that I did. They're going to create same thing that you did. They're going to create a hot list, first of all, and we're going to take those 18 names of people and we're going to ask that same question to them. If I can show you how to generate a $600 a month income in 4 full months, would you get started with me right now today? $228. And guess what? Lynn finds 2. And guess what? With our help, Ray finds 2. It's a team effort. So with Lynn and Ray on ownership, along with the 2 people that they found each, basically you've generated a business that has 300 product points in volume in your left team, 300 product points in volume in your right team. That generates a $50 check. I might have went a little fast. It generates a $50 check that will allow you to kind of see that the system works. That's the best thing about that $50 check is I look at it as a $50 discount on the products, great products that I'm going to eat for the rest of my life. But you can also look at it as, hey, you know something? I went out and I did a little work and I got a little pay. It's $50. And $50 is $50. So here we are. We're going to go into our second month in the business. And we did a good job of working through Lynn and Ray. And what we find out is those 2 people that they have, now they're starting to duplicate. And they're making their hot list. They're going through that hot list, asking the magic question. And next thing you know, there's 8 new ambassadors on your team in your second month of business. Remember, it's not just what you say, it's how you feel about what you're saying that makes the difference. we're making a difference. That's the key. Is we're bringing people incredible health through vitality and bliss. We're bringing people incredible financial freedom through the opportunity that we have with Anasa. So if you feel really strongly about this, if you put away the fear and get excited, and now you're talking to people with this incredible confidence, they can actually feel what you're saying, which is much more powerful than just hearing words, right? So let's go to month 3 and see how this thing works in month 3. All right, month 3, we're almost there. We're digging down through Lynn and through Ray. When you're at your 4th level, remember, that's when you're duplicated. I tell people, enrolling Lynn and Ray is just the beginning of it. We're making a commitment to them that we're going to work down through 3 levels of their business. So that's the commitment that you got to be ready to make. If you're not ready to make that commitment, please don't bring anyone into the business, because now you're selling someone. We don't sell, we sort and we sponsor. And the reason we sponsor people is because we're going to personally take responsibility. That's the difference between selling someone something and sponsoring them into the business, is that commitment to help them. So here we are. We started with this foundation of Ray and Lynn, and we helped them to sort through their hot list, and their people sorted through their hot list. And here we are in month 3. And guess what? The system is duplicating. It's very simple. Buy 2, buy 1, teach 2, and the system is duplicated. Ask a simple question, and you can get the answer. All you have to do is ask enough people, and you can duplicate. What you'll find is there's 16 new ambassadors that enter your team in month 3. So if you do the math on that, that's 1,500 product points in your left team, 1,500 product points in your right team. Well, folks, that's a $300 check now. So you went $50 in your first month. You made $150 in your second month. No, you made $100 in your second month, because it was 700 BV in your left, 700 product points in your right. And then in your third month, it jumped up to $300. Now, $300, once again, it's a pretty good commission. You're now starting to trust the process, and you're caring enough. Here's the key. You have to care enough to help others until they get it. Let me say that again, because it's so critically important. Trust the process and care enough to help others until they get it. Now, in month 4, this is where the rubber hits the road. There's Lynn's base team, there's Ray's base team, and everyone on Lynn's 3rd level is now looking for what? They're looking for 2. They created their hot list. They're going through asking the question, and they're sorting for 2, their best 2 easy. There's 16 new people on your left team now, and there's 16 new people on your right team. And the coolest thing about this is you start to look at this diagram, 16 new people plus the 15 that were there. There's 31 people on your left team, all at 100 auto ship. That auto ship is our lifeblood, right? It's what really drives this passive income stream, this residual that comes month after month, is the fact that everybody's eating these products. Everybody's sharing these products. We have customers that are buying these products on a monthly basis, on a daily basis, and every month is calculated. You're going to start to see this volume accumulate. So $3,100 left, $3,100 right. Let's see how it breaks down. So just a quick recap. 1 cycle. That means that you have 250 product points in your left team, 250 product points in your right team. That generates a $50 check. That's called a cycle. Now, what do we have? Well, we've got 31 people in our left team and 31 people in our right team. When we do the math, 31 people at $100 auto ship, that's 3,100 product points. 3,100 product points divided by 250, which it takes for a cycle, that's 12 cycles. The simple math tells us that 12 cycles times $50 per cycle equals $600. That's the good part. Here's the gooder part, or the better part. It depends on what English class that you took. The gooder part is now Lynn is cycling 6 times a month. She's making that $300 check, and we're able to duplicate ourselves through Ray. Now Ray's making a $300 check as well. Guess what? This is exciting, because now Lynn and Ray have the incentive to move on, just like you did. Most people start off fearful. They're unsure. They're not sure of their own personal skill set. They don't know if the products work. They don't know if Anasa is going to be around tomorrow. And time is the key. It's the small, simple disciplines done over time that give you that compound effect, that slight edge that Jeff Olson talked about in his book, that gives you the incredible results months, years later. And that's what we're looking at here, folks, is the fact that you've been able to duplicate yourself through Lynn and Ray. They're not done yet. they're looking also to make that base income that we talk about. That's that $600 a month income. And the next month when they are at their $600 a month income and they have their two personally sponsored people that are at $300 each, guess what? You're at $1,200. Now, that's the exciting thing about this is we help people, and through that, it's kind of Zig Ziglar principle. I don't know if you've heard that saying by Zig Ziglar. He said that if you help enough other people get what they want, you'd have more than you could ever imagine. And if you can just have that heart of gratitude, that attitude of gratitude, and understand that this is a people helping people business, then you're going to have incredible success with us. $600 a month is the team's first goal. That's the goal for anyone that joins us. $600 a month. Some people are going to be totally happy and satisfied with $600 a month. Unfortunately, they're going to make more than $600 a month if they follow our system and they actually teach people and duplicate themselves. Because there's other people that are going to be introduced to this business that are going to drive their income beyond that $600. But $600 is what we're looking for. And once you get to that point where you have 62 people on your team, from there, the sky's the limit. This illustration is based on personally sponsoring 2 people only. This illustration doesn't take in consideration spillover from overzealous support circle people like me who enroll maybe 10, 15, or 20 or more people. So when you begin to understand the power of what I'm showing you, what I've shown you is just a tip of the iceberg, but it's our base foundation. And that is buy one, teach two. We're going to show you how to generate a $600 a month income through simply helping 2 people to be successful. So I just showed you how to add $600 to your monthly income in just 4 full months. Are you ready to get started right now today? Well, I'm going to tell you, before I get anybody started, I want to make sure that they have the trifecta of success. What's the trifecta of success? Well, the first thing I want to make sure that you have is you have a big enough why. Someone said, if your why doesn't make you cry, don't even try. So I started off by saying that people change when they're dissatisfied or they're fed up or there's something that they really want. Those 2 things tend to motivate people. Anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. Reasons do come first. The how-tos and the answers will come when your why is big enough. The second thing you're going to need in that trifecta is you're going to have to be teachable. You're going to have to be willing to work and follow our simple system. You're going to have to be one of those people that don't necessarily recreate the wheel. So can you accept help? Are you that person that's on an island and you have to do everything for yourself? I found that those people don't tend to have very much success in this business model. Maybe you can have success, being a mechanic or opening up a flower shop or making Subway sandwiches. But in this business model, you have to be teachable and you have to be willing to accept and give help. The third thing that you have for the trifecta of success is you have to be willing to pay it forward, basically. Teach your enrollees how to grow this monthly income, and you'll have incredible success. So it's as simple as that. Buy one, teach 2. That's our motto and our formula for financial freedom. Get with the person who invited you on this webinar. They care about you. I guarantee you that they didn't invite you on here to sell you anything. They want you too to live the dreams that you have, the life of your dreams. So either you get the opportunity or you don't. I know that there's some people out there that may have questions. Sometimes you may have to view the webinar 2 or 3 times to have that aha moment. I didn't get it at first, but once I got it, let me tell you, after owning traditional businesses, when I compare this business model, it's phenomenal. I get it. Here's my advice to you. Get started as soon as possible. There's a money back guarantee, so there's really no risk, and there's incredible reward. There's no risk, and I think I said risk. I'm making up words now. There's no risk really with the $228 that you're getting started with. It's totally refundable. There's a money back guarantee. So once the person who invited you to this business opportunity, once they find their best 2 easy, they're off to the races. Trust me. So when I say my advice to you, get started as soon as possible, you want to be one of their best 2 easy. And if you're not, you want to get in as quickly as possible, because every second that you waste, you're missing out on hundreds, perhaps thousands of people that could be on your team through spillover in the years to come. So I'll close with this saying, and I received this from a good friend of mine, and I think you'll like it. Someday, everything will make perfect sense. So for now, laugh at the confusion, smile through the tears, and keep reminding yourself that everything happens for a reason. I think you're here today and you're listening to this or watching this webinar for a reason. Goodbye for now, everyone. I'll see you at the top.